That's interesting what you say, Dr. David Kelsai, when you said that he was asking the audience that he was making a presentation to um, being in a state of war and being in a state of peace. And so he asked one question to the audience: what triggers a state of war? And the internal response is that simple: control. Control over what? Energy, which is consciousness. Consciousness is energy. Consciousness creation energy is pure, eternal, absolute love that's on fire to create, which is on fire to learn. More of who we are by virtue of what we're creating, which is the electrical potential, which means there's no density and there's no dimensions, there's no boundaries. So those are their maps. Their maps are boundary, consciousness boundaries. Your consciousness can be in your seeded races, your atmospheric seeds, the pressure-sensitive seed codes, which are the mathematical speed ratios of the vertical and the horizontal scales. Control. Scalar waves control. Log scale. The exponent. The accelerator. And how that relates to the acceleration of learning. The speed of learning. Learning to become one. Equal unto every other unit of consciousness-directed energy. To experience being fully integrated and fully activated as an oversoul. Which is over unity. Now we're servers. Da 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 da. The creative power is lit on fire. What do you want to create? Born out of the first spirit, the first eternal core, the inner core, the inner you, the inner unicycle, the unici, the first form and flow of consciousness creation energy that is on fire, which is a shield, which is a firewall. And it's natural humidity, because that's an eternal sun. An eternal sun state of consciousness, which is in a state of eternal peace. So it's never experiencing itself as a cell in a state of war, which is impossible at the completion of a circuit. Now you're knowing the difference between one and the other that is in a state of war. Its cell, its seed, the Metatronic seed, is in a state of war against and so the cells, because that's what a parasite is. Now you're into the speed at which it can self-replicate more of what it's aware of, which is itself a parasite. So it needs a source, a cellular source to feed on. Yep. So you see that all across the maps, as the maps kept changing, as consciousness fields of the morphogenetic field structure of the planetary cellular terrain kept changing over time-space vectors. Go look at all the maps. Liars, pathogenic liars, lie about the maps. Right? Now you're mapping a different map. Now your consciousness is generating energy for a different map that are illusions. Mapping illusions. Generating illusions, illusionary maps that don't exist. That's what a phantom is. It's there, but it's not there. Which one is real? Which one is not real? Mapping the visual codes. Mapping the mathematical codes upon which it was built. What they build. Which are self-destructive worlds. And you see that by mapping the terrain in the loss and gain of numbers. It's a numbers game, because that's what it is. It's a war gamer state of consciousness. That's what a parasite is. It's at war against its own cells. So you know what's going to happen with that. I know. So I cried for 4 days. 4 cycles. That's why we're here. The Aurora Gyrodomes. Have a beautiful day. Thank you for your presentation, Dr. David Kenua, like Nui Loa. Yeah, like Mauna Kea, like Mauna Loa. Yeah. Have a beautiful day. Muave.